Yo, what's going on, guys? Gentleman here, and today's story time is kind of a crazy one. Not that crazy, but I thought it was interesting. And this one takes place around Halloween time. It's not quite Halloween yet. I have a better story picked out for Halloween day, but 'tis the season. It's October, so I'm gonna get right into it. So, like I said, the story takes place on Halloween a good couple of years ago. I think like 2 or 3. I want to say probably closer to 3, and me and my friends. We kind of just it was the friend group was all we had, right? There was no like girlfriends or anything at the time, so we're like, yeah, we'll spend Halloween together. And even if there was girlfriends, like, it's good to spend Halloween with your friends. It's a good time. So me and my friends get together at my one friend Zach's house, and his house was kind of like the spot, sort of like it was this. We had this one friend, Ray. His house was like out of the city, kind of, but he had this really big house. So his house was really like the spot, but if we weren't trying to do that, because then we'd have to drive everyone out there, and instead of just him coming into town, we can all walk to the house we're hanging out at. My friend Zach's house was sort of like the spot, or like, at least for the time. So we were hanging out there, and that was our plan for Halloween. We were just gonna chill, watch some scary movies, and just like do our thing. Just like go for like walks at night and shit, and just hang out, as we do. So we all get there. We got the whole friend group there, and we're not really doing much. We're just watching some movies. I brought like 4 Halloween movies, 3 of which were just titled Halloween. The other one was titled Halloween 2, so that's funny. But we were watching I think the Rob Zombie 2007 Halloween movie, which is not that great. We weren't really paying attention. I think we played a little bit of Among Us as well. And then we were like, you know what? Let's go to the park and just like hang out there, like maybe play grounders or something, just because that's fun and that's something we do. So everyone's like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go do that. So we go out there. We're just kind of hanging out, and we're doing our thing. And eventually, my one friend is like, hey, does anyone want to like smoke some weed with me? And at this point, like a lot of the group like wasn't into it. Like some people were, some weren't. And so, the whole group was like split in half. There was like 4 people who wanted to do it and 4 people that didn't. And like the people who did were like, hey, let's do it. And then like the other 4 were like, yeah, we're chill with that. Just be safe. Like, we don't want you to die or anything. They're like, yeah, okay. So they go over to the side of like the school building that we're at, and they're about to do it. And then they realize like, shit, okay, we don't have a lighter. We got to go back to the house and get one. We'll be right back. We're like, okay, we'll just stay here at the park and like hang out. Like the couple of us that weren't going to do it. And so we're just chilling there, talking and bonding as friends do. And it starts to take a really, really long time, right? And it's getting cold out, so we try calling them a couple times. No answer. Like, we don't know where they are. So eventually we decide, like, okay, did something happen to them, or are they just at the house? So we start walking back. Like, we climb off the park, and we're like, we're going to go look for them. So we start walking back to see if we see them, like, on our way there. And we don't see them on our way to the house. And we get to the house, and they're all just chilling in the basement. We're like, what are you guys doing? And they're like, oh, yeah, we, like, just did it in the back alley. Like, and you didn't tell us that? Like, it had been, like, about an hour and a half at this point. We're like, you didn't tell us that you just, like, weren't coming back? Like, we could have been there all night. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, sorry, man. But, yeah, they were just, like, zooted out of their mind, hardly capable of speech. They were just chilling down there. They completely forgot about the rest of us. And it kind of, like, put a wedge in the group for the rest of the night. Like, people were kind of just mad at each other. And we tried to, like, keep the peace. We're like, hey, we're going to make macaroni and cheese. Everyone's having some. It's going to be a peace offering. Like, I think someone actually said that. Then we made the macaroni and cheese, and there was about 3 of us upstairs. Like, we were trying not to wake up my friend's mom because, like, we were in the basement. That's our space. But as soon as we go upstairs, we got to be quiet. Everyone else in the house is trying to sleep. It's the middle of the night. So we're trying to make this macaroni and cheese, and there's 3 of us. There's 3 of us making this mac and cheese, and then it's done. And I mean, I'm just kind of absent-minded at this point. And me and my one friend were up there, and we were 2 people who didn't smoke. And then my one friend, whose house it was, he did smoke, and he was making the mac and cheese with us. And then we kind of just ate it. Like, I wasn't really thinking. Like, I was kind of just, like, handed my bowl. And I'm like, oh, sick. Because I was under the impression that we were all eating some. And it was the same thing with my other friend who didn't smoke. We were just, like, chilling. Like, we were handed our bowl of mac and cheese. We're like, oh, sick. mac and cheese. And so we ate it, only to realize that the only bit left was eaten by my other friend. Otherwise, we would have portioned it way differently. So we just started a war even more. And everyone in the group was just like fighting each other. It actually became like a pretty big fight. Like it was not great. We started getting pretty loud. So my friend's mom came down and basically told us like, okay, like it's like 4 a.m. at this point. You guys need to go to sleep or like be quiet or something because I'm trying to sleep. So if you could just, chill out, that'd be great. And so we did, like turn off the movie and everything. We're like, okay, let's just kind of chill. And so we all hop on our phones. We're like, okay, let's just play Among Us hide and seek, and forget all this ever happened. And that's what we did. And a couple of us like actually fell asleep while playing the game. That's pretty much the end of the night. And yeah, that's pretty much wraps up the story time as well. I guess it kind of went nowhere. There was no like good ending to that story. But the point is, my friends completely forgot about us because they went to go smoke weed. And then we had a giant fight in the friend group. So that was a good time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Thank you so much for the support. I've been seeing a lot more views on videos recently. I know it's only like in the 20s right now, but that's amazing for me because some of my videos only get like 3 views and stuff. And I'm grateful to anyone who watches the videos. But even just seeing that little bit of growth is awesome to me. So thank you guys so much. Leave a like if you enjoyed the story time and subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.